So I mark the line here. This will be the central line. So we can do some basic dots for the eyes. I usually mark the inner dots of the eye here, and we can do one line just to find the level of the eyes. Then we are marking the nose, and we're also making one cheek on the left and one on the right. And we can also see one tiny detail when we are doing the mouth and the cheeks. So we can see that the mouth is not bigger, not wider than the pupils of the eyes. So we can see the pupils there, they are in the middle of each eye. And if we do the lines down, we can see that the mouth part, the nose and the cheeks, they're all inside this space. Then we can also mark the bottom line of the mouth. So the ears will start right here inside the circle. So now we can see the basic lines and we can start making the head. So I will just divide the circle into two halves, and then we are doing the central line. Then if we divide our head, our circle for the head into two halves as well for the horizontal line, we can see that the horizontal line is actually the same as the line for the eyes. So we can do it that way, like so. Now let's do the line for the eyes. I'm making the dots here on the same distance from the central line. Well, I will do them approximately here. Well, actually we can start making the ears first, so we can just add the line here following the angle, this one of the line, first one and the second one. The next dot for the nose here, the dots for the pupils here, and make them. So we have the width of the face of the mouth for the mouth. And I'm making one more line, one tiny line down from the nose, and then just forming the cheeks, the first one and the second one. And after that, we can do the bottom line for the mouth, like so. So we are starting making something like soft triangles here, the first one and the second one. So you can make them even like more like a triangle here on the top section. I will do the same. So here we have the inner dots, we have the pupils, and we have the eyelids. We have the first eyelid, the top eyelid, and also the bottom one. So they are also, and starting with the inner dot, I'm making the eye like this. The first one and the second one. The first one and the second one. Amazing. So inside we have not just the pupils, but also the circles. So we are doing them inside the eyes. We can show it just with two lines, like so. And also we can do the fur. I'm just doing it in a very relaxed way. Then we can also see on the sides of the face that the part in the middle section is wider. That is why we are doing it also slightly wider here. Then we can see that it narrows till this area, so we can do it that way. So I'm making the dots here for the inner eyes, the dots, and the line is also slightly lower, like so. Then I'm making the bottom eyelid as well, here. And only then we're making the inner circle. And the black pupil inside it. The same I will do on the left eye with 2 curvy lines at the bottom. Then the top is like a circle, but then we're doing this line. And only then the smellers. And we're coloring the smellers with black, like so. They should be black. Then let's do the mouth. So I will do the lines that we have here. They should be really soft and subtle. And then we can do all the other parts on the head. I will start with the ears. So we have it here, and then we are adding the second line inside the ear that we have, inside the triangles that we have. And then inside the ears, we have the longer fur. So making it with extended lines. Now we can do all the other lines around ears, showing the shape of the head, following the lines of the circle. So let's start with making the ochre lines first. And we're doing them. And if you have a lot of the water on your brush, just use the napkin. You can remove the excess of water, and with a damp brush you can continue. Then adding the brownish color here, then several brownish strokes on this area, also making this kind of an arch on the right side. Then as we are moving more to the right side, we are taking the purple and creating the shadow here on this side. So you can see that this area is lighter and the right side should be slightly darker and cooler. And then making short strokes, forming the fur like this. They are slightly curved. So here I will start with the ears, making the edges. So the shadows I will do later. Then we are marking the inner space slightly. It should be darker, that is why I'm skipping it for now. Then let's do the lines here. Then I'm making the color slightly lighter, coloring this part. So this area should be even lighter than the top part of the head, and more ochre than orange. And I'm mixing the orange plus brown for the darker tone and adding this darker color here on the top section of the head. We are creating the fluffy effect, making the separate lines like so. Let's take the orange again and make the second ear. So here we are making the line closer to the outer edge, and then making the lines showing that we have the fur there. Of course, we will do the ochre fur, but later. Now we are just marking the shadows, and the same on this side. Then the same color we can use for the nose and for the eyes, by the way. So let's do the nose first. I'm just coloring it completely. And then you can just use the color that is more brownish, take more of the brown, and color the eyes. So I'm coloring the eyes with this darker brown. Okay, so now I will wait for the first layer on the fox to be completely dry. Now let's take this grayish color that we have on the palette, this one, and I will use it for the darker shadows here. So we can see we have some darker spots here at the bottom. Then again, we can make the fur texture here more visible and add the lines here like this. And then we can add the lines under the mouth, trying to shape the fur. We can even take a bit more of the bluish and brownish color. Then we can make it softer if needed. And I will do it softer here on this side as well. On the left side, because here we have the light source, and we can do the fur but with the ochre. So the ochre color and light gray will be good. Then again, we can continue with the grayish color, making the shadows here. Then we're taking the brown plus orange and making this part even darker. And the area around the eyes should also be darker. So let's take just the brown color and make it dark, so we can just clearly see it on the reference as well. So it should be darker here. Like so. Now I'm cleaning the brush, wiping it, and making the edges softer. You can use the orange color, by the way, for the transition if needed. And the same I will do later on the left side. Now on the nose, I'm taking the middle color brown plus orange and making the left and right side slightly darker. Cleaning the brush, wiping again, and making everything slightly softer. But the area closer to the eyes on the right and left, they still should be darker. So I'm adding the brown right away. Then let's take the grayish color and add some darker spots on the mouth. Now let's take the brown plus orange, just the same color, and I will use it for some darker spots on the head. So the first darker area should be here, closer to the ears, right under them. Then again the same on this section, making the strokes for the fur. Amazing. And one more tiny detail, I will mix again the darker color, brown plus ultramarine, just to get this kind of a grayish tone. And with this color, I will paint the second layer on the nose, right under this line. So the top section should be light and this area should be darker. Like so. Here you can look on your sketch and decide whether you need some lighter highlights on this section of the fur. For example, we can change the pattern on this side. I will just make it slightly higher on this step. We can do the same on the right side, like this. And we can make the white color slightly softer, just with our finger. Then I will do this area also lighter. The bottom line should be darker, but this area can be lighter, like so. We can do the same on this side, but smaller part. And I will do one line here at the bottom of the mouth. Then, if needed, you can do one tiny line here on the nose, on the top section. And again, make it softer, just tapping with your finger. Then we can do the lighter sections here, right above the eyes, making the fur more visible. We're showing the eyebrows that way. And also the whiskers. Then on the ears as well, so we have the lighter fur, and we can draw the lines of the fur inside the ears with slightly wavy lines, just to show that they are loose there inside. We are making some parts darker. I will start with the ears here and the top section of them, and also the bottom on the sides. You can add some fur on the edges if you want to, especially here and here. Then we can add some darker lines where we have the shadows, so we can shape this part. Of course, we have lots of darker lines there, but I won't do them because we already have the shadow, so I think that's enough. And some lines on this section I think will be good, like this, just showing that the fur is looking in this direction, slightly differently than on the reference, but I really love this one. This part should be done this way. So you can also make some parts of the face darker. I think I will do the bottom line of the cheeks slightly darker, and this middle line as well, and the bottom line of the mouth. Then the eyes, if you want to make them dark, you can just color the inner spaces, so they should be black. And you can place the dots where we have the inner corners of the eyes, here and here. If you want to, you can also make this line more visible. I'm in the top eyelid. Perfect. Now it is the time for the signature. I will place it here. And our sketch is ready. Great, our sketch is done. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and feel inspired to create more. You can watch the full version of this lesson on my Patreon. The link in the description. See you in my next lessons.